able to manipulate the traditional propose and reject algorithm to get better choices for themselves. So consider this scenario. There is a woman, W1, who likes a man, M1, better than M2, but she currently has M2 proposing to her. Okay? But she likes M1 better. Now suppose that M1 is proposing to another woman. Let's say W2. Now if W1 likes M1 better than M2 and W2 likes M2 better than M1, then isn't it smart for the women W1 and W2 to kind of switch their men? Well, how can they do that? So assume that this is all we have, like there are only 2 men and 2 women. If W1 rejects M2, then obviously M2 has to go to his other option, which is W2. Now, we know that W2 likes M2 better than M1, so she is going to reject her current man, which is M1, and M1 is going to go to W1. So that would result in both women getting better choices, right? So to formalize that, let's write down all of the preferences. So W1 likes M1 better than M2. W2 likes M2 better than M1. But we know that men are proposing according to their own preference lists. And we know that M1's first option was W2. So M1 must like W2 better than W1. Similarly, M2 must like W1 better than W2. So assuming that these are all of the preference lists, in a traditional propose and reject algorithm, what we get is that on day 1, M1 proposes to W2, M2 proposes to W1, and because all of the proposals are unique, women have no say in the final pairings. So we would have this pairing, M1 and W2, and M2 and W1. This is when there is no woman acting on her own and manipulating the algorithm. Now, suppose that W1 is the smart woman who is manipulating the algorithm and on day 1 rejects her only suitor, which is M2. Now, on day 2, W1 would have no proposals and W2 would have proposals from both M1 and M2. Now, even if W2 wasn't acting smartly, she would still only hold on to her best option, which is M2. So M1 will be rejected on day 2 and he will go to W1 on day 3. Now again, we have unique proposals. Everyone has exactly 1 proposal, so this is going to be the output of the algorithm. As you see, the pairing is better for both women. So woman 1 was able to help both herself and her friend to get better men.